Okay, since I'm sitting here, I'm going to go ahead and get this next video out as well. So again, I apologize for the sniffles, and if my voice goes, please forgive me. But this video has to do with why I am sick. I have spoken about, and I don't like saying that I'm sick. I don't like to voice any of that negativity. It is my blessing that is coming to me. A spiritual awakening, whatever you want to call it, being reborn within the light of Jesus Christ, does have a physical symptom. And when you begin to believe in that, what you are experiencing won't be such a burden. It's troublesome, it's aggravating, and yes, it will take away from your day. But it's still, um, there's nothing you can do about it regardless. So you might as well see it as something positive. And about 10 years ago, or it will be 10 years ago, I developed this huge rash. Uh, and they were like blister sores, and it was all on my back. And it was so painful. And it was bright red, like blood red, like someone had literally burnt me. And there were blisters, and so itchy and irritating. And I remember I thought it was because I was using a soap, and it first began when we were out at a festival, and I was just so irritated. I took so many Benadryl, and I was sick because of the Benadryl, and nothing was helping. I finally went to the doctors, and they're like, "Well, there's nothing I can see that's wrong with you." So they went ahead and diagnosed me with topical dermatitis or psoriasis, whatever it is, and gave me some cream. Well, the cream eventually began to work. I had to try several different brands. And really, I believe that it just went away on its own, but it lasted the entire summer, and I couldn't stand to go outside because, one, I was so uncomfortable and itchy. And of course, having clothes on my skin created more discomfort and irritation. So I stayed in again the entire summer, and that has happened so many times throughout my life here in the past 18 years after my auto accident, where I have just been secluded, either because of my chronic pain um, or other health conditions that manifested. And so I experienced those sores and rashes and blisters for a good 5 years or so, maybe longer, sporadically on my body. And it would just, shift from place to place, my hands everywhere, whatever it was. And it was just so irritating and very embarrassing. So I stayed secluded during these times. And it was never been contagious. My husband never received any sort of complications from it. No one else in my family has. It's just me. Um, and so eventually it just kind of went away. I thought it was, I cleaned up my diet, even more so. I assumed, well, it was probably gluten, that it was this, and this. And I tried everything in the beginning, but it just stayed. And then um, throughout this time, I was like, well, okay, I'm going to try to eat regular bread again and see if it comes back. And sometimes it did come back, and sometimes it didn't come back. So I couldn't really decipher between the correlation between the two. But anyway, I don't believe it's food related, and I will tell you about that in a little bit. But here I am today, and it's been going on for maybe a month. I've been noticing chronic itching. I haven't seen the sores, but well, a month ago, I didn't see the sores when it first began, just the chronic itching everywhere. And now they're popping up. The past 3, 4 days here, they have been popping up. Um, And I finally, again, I spoke to God about it, and I said, this is irritating, and I need you to heal me, or I need you to tell me what is going on. I know it's part of what needs to take place, but I just would like some understanding. And he ended up telling me about, or showing me piles, piles. I can't remember precisely because it was maybe 2 weeks ago when he actually told me about it. I can't recall. But anyway, I did my research, and piles is mentioned again in the Bible as sores, blisters, um, and hemorrhoids and things like that. And it's part of the plagues that God sent upon um, oh, the Egyptians, and the ones who were going away from Israel. Excuse me. So now I know who I was in my previous existence, or my very first existence. I know, and I know what I had done. So it makes complete sense as to why I have it today. It is part of the sin that I had in my very first existence that God gave to me, or my descendants who experienced it. And I really need you to believe that you guys know that we carry DNA from the beginning of our family heritage, our lineage. It's all there. Yeah. Now, if you have a heart condition, you know someone else in your family had a heart condition. Well, the same thing goes for sin. It stays. Excuse me, embedded within your DNA, within your flesh, within your soul, within every single thing, your fibers, everything, down to your bones, your blood. It's inside of you at a complete cellular level. And when you are the chosen one to do the waking up process, um, you are the one who has to experience the very first sins and the cleansing of it. It's a re-manifestation of the sin that needs to be released in order for you to be reborn. Um, it's as if we are living again that biblical life, but now in modern day life, because God is trying to bring back the Garden of Eden. That is his focus, to bring back the Garden of Eden. Not us walking around naked. Who knows, maybe, but I think it's more of the balance of the male and female energies within the world and the universe. And um, I'll be thankful to walk around naked because I am tired of finding clothes all the time. I can't find clothes. I have so much clothes, yet I wear the same clothes all the time because I am tired of looking for clothes. So, but anyway, my sores are coming back all over my hands and my legs, and so he told me why, and he said that it's because of the sins of my family in the past. And so I'm cool with that. Yes, it's a burden upon me today, but it's a reminder that there's nothing, you can't have anything good without experiencing pain. You can't have love without experiencing hate and fear or anything like that. There has to be a polar opposite of what you want to know what the other one is or what you want. So I know I am receiving a huge blessing because he already told me what gift I am going to be receiving too. Excuse me. But it's still is creating this within my existence and my flesh right now. And it's something that all of us will experience. So if you have sores and rashes that you cannot explain, or anything, any type of illness, it is part of your waking up process. It is not anything that it's severely wrong with you. And if you want to believe man over God, that is your choice. But I believe in God's gift. I believe in his blessings, and I believe in his power, which means I will receive something greater, and I will actually get out of this faster. When you begin, or when you stay within man and the flesh, you stay within sin. Living within the flesh is the sin. Remember that. Lagging and believing in limitations is the sin. Focus on God's love. Focus on his promise. Don't believe what the world and what your mind is trying to tell you. Remember in God's promise, and it will be over with before you know it, and you will have complete understanding. And again, document your journey. It's all a part of it. I am going to rest up. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.